Hello, my name is Aether and I just came back from a walk. So if my bangs look like shit and my hair looks like shit, that's why. Um, I guess, I don't know, in a sense I'm recording this to be more raw. Oh, fuck, that's fine. I wasn't supposed to light a candle in there, but I did anyways. And now I see why I was not supposed to light a candle in there. But anyways, I went on a walk because I was feeling bad, and I've learned that going on walks in general and just kind of going outside kind of helps me feel better in a way. No one's home right now, so it's just me. And I found that I go through these sort of, I guess they're too short to call episodes, but at the same time, it's not nothing. It's a sort of deep fucking agony that just kind of spurs up every once in a while. And it's not like a depression. Like, I'm not like, oh, I can't do anything. Like, I have to kill myself. It's not like that. It's like a spur of emotion that can be caused by such small things. And it is not normal, and I didn't start feeling it until I started to grow older. Like when I was younger, and more so teenager. I'm 20 now, by the way, in case that wasn't clear. But when I was a teenager, I never really felt these like spurs of emotion. But now it's like it happens with anything, really. And I can't say it's exactly fun. I can't say I enjoy it, but it happens, and I've kind of accepted that it happens. So it's not like something I'd be able to stop, but it is something that I'm able to kind of prevent. No, not prevent, that's the wrong word to use. Something to help calm me down, basically, kind of after I feel what I feel. It's not exactly fun, and I don't exactly understand it, but I'm aware of it, and I try to do something about it, whether that's in the moment or sometimes it's not. Sometimes I don't do anything about it, and I feel super bad, and I let it fester. For some reason, it's just kind of a tendency. I don't think just in myself, but in other people too. And I am aware that people don't feel the way I do, because I know I'm explaining it very lightheartedly, like, yeah, I let shit happen, and then it makes me feel bad. It's like, no shit, everyone can feel that way. But it's something so much deeper than that, and it's something wrong up here, you know what I mean? So, I went on a walk about it, and it helped me calm me down. And I'm not here to talk about why I feel bad, because frankly, it's none of your concern. No offense, but frankly, it's none of your concern. But I guess I'm here more so to talk about the walk in general. I felt very upset, I guess you could say. Not upset, but like a deep festering anger. And in that moment, I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want to have any conversations with anyone. I didn't know how to feel about it. So I went outside and I took a walk. Because when I take walks, I like that feeling of being alone. And something I realized is I walk around my neighborhood. I'm never truly going to be alone. I always think every time I go outside and I take a walk, I always think that, like, oh, maybe this will be the one time nobody will be outside. Everybody will be at work. It's like, what was it, like 2:20 when I started my walk? I got back around 2:48, 2:50 or so. So, like, good, more than 20 minutes, less than 30 minutes. So I was like, okay, in this bracket of time, there will be no one around, and I will truly be on my own, and I can think about how I feel, and I can think about what I could do about it. But I come to realize there is never going to be a true loneliness in these walks. The world is festered with people who all are on their own schedules, and me wanting to go on a walk midday isn't going to stop that. When I went out on my walk, there is construction going on around my neighborhood. I don't know exactly for what. I think it's like lights or power lines. I want to say it's lights because there was a flickering street light kind of down, I don't know, down the street. But there were construction workers out, so I knew I had to take a different path if I truly wanted to be on my own. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I made last minute text messages to, I don't know, anyone, because I was studying beforehand, so it's not like I should have been conversating in the first place, but I sent whatever else I had to send, put my phone on Do Not Disturb, slipped it in my pocket, and I only kept my phone on me because I listen to music. I listen to music all of the fucking time. Like, more often than not, I'm wearing these fucking headphones, and if there are times where I'm not wearing these headphones and I'm at home, it's because I'm aware that me wearing these headphones all the time is weird and not what everyone does, but I do it. I don't know why. My headphones feel like a safety net of sorts. I guess maybe to compress the sound, because it's not like they're noise canceling. It just plays music. So the song I listened to on loop throughout that walk was Amber Waves by Ethel Cain. And I know I glaze Ethel all the fucking time. If you've had any conversation with me about any fucking music, it's always about Ethel Cain. She always comes up somehow. This brown jacket right here is an Ethel Cain jacket. So it's like, fuck, I can't get away from it, you know what I mean? But I listened to Amber Waves by Ethel Cain. I believe the song is about 7 or 8 minutes long, and I listened to it on loop a few times. I'm actually listening to it now while I'm recording this. But I listened to that song because I think, in a way, it's sort of a comfort as well. I guess the song, arguably, could... it's kind of what I'm going through. It's about someone taking time out of a deep or desperate situation in which they are more so emotionally out of it and walking and just kind of going through a lot of deep emotional thought. It comes from the album called Perverts, which I absolutely love that album, and I've learned to appreciate it a lot more than when it first came out. I loved it when it first came out, but I'm listening to it a lot more now. But I listened to that album while I walked, and there were some lyrics that would ring in my head, like, I still kick rocks when the walking is good, because I'm like, yeah, the walking's hella good. No. But I do enjoy that lyric because I'm able to relate it myself in moments like this. Like, I could have all of this emotional turmoil that bubbles up from such not no nonsense, but from such just nothing issues, and from like nothing. It's from nothing. It can be the smallest detail that can set me off like a fucking time bomb, and it's the worst feeling in the world. But I do enjoy feeling intense emotion because it can remind me that I'm still adequate to feel emotion. And so that's kind of what the song reminds me of, in my own sense. And on top of that, actually, the lyric, "Is it not fun to feel many other ways?" I enjoy that lyric a lot as well, because that also relates to my situation. I don't feel like this... Well, I feel it often enough to interrupt my daily life, but not every single day that I'm alive. Like, I would say a few times a week, there will be something that sets me off, and that causes a chain reaction of wanting to just destroy everything I have in front of me. And when I say that, I don't mean like, I'm gonna kill myself. No, it's not like that. It's like genuine destruction. Like, push everyone I've ever known away from me, get rid of every accomplishment I've ever had, and just sit in this solitude of deep, hard emotion and letting myself feel bad. Which, of course, in my sane mind, I don't agree with. I don't want to sit into a solitude of feeling anger and sadness and just destruction. I don't want to push the people I have away from me. But it's just an altered state of mind, I guess. So going on these walks helps level that out in a way. Even though I want to be in a space in which no one is around and it's just me and whatever tree or bird or road or rock is near me, there's always someone out. I remember I was walking through a part of my neighborhood I don't really go to just because I just don't have to. My house is not down there. I don't have to turn on that road to go to my house. But I went down that road anyways because it's a nice section. It's a nice, just straight shot through my area. And when I looked ahead, it was those cranes, the big ones with the red. Oh my gosh, what are they even called? I'm such a shit Floridian. Sand herring? Nope, not herring. It's a crane. But you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure if you've seen them before. But it was a man who was trying to push them out of the way from in front of his house because someone, I'm assuming his wife, was trying to back the car out. And I am really shit in situations where you speak passing by because I don't know what the fuck to say. So when he was doing that and I noticed there was someone in the car trying to back out, I just kind of stopped and I waited very nicely, and he looked at me twice. And each and every time, I didn't say anything. I just gave a smile because I'm not a threat. I just want to walk. And so he like, you know, kind of motioned me to pass. I guess maybe I don't know if maybe he didn't want to speak to me or he just wasn't in the mood to speak, or if he noticed that I didn't really say anything and I had my headphones on. So it was probably just like a nice just gesture, and I said thank you, and I kept walking. And I remember just being like, God damn it, I had to see someone today. Fuck. And then at the end of the street, there was someone delivering packages, and I also got close, and I was like, shit. It's another moment I have to speak. I didn't end up speaking to him, because why would I ever? I avoid eye contact, as fucking pathetic as that is. I just kind of like, I did that, and it kind of worked, but, it was still a moment in which I was around another person, and that other person was aware of me, and it was like, just another reminder, like, you're never alone. You never will be alone. I remember as well there being, I want to say about 5 cars that had passed me total. 2 cars came down the same road I was walking down. There was another one going past me, another one going the other way, and then another car as I was coming back. I believe it was actually the same delivery driver just delivering packages in my neighborhood. So, just another thing to remind me that, you know, I won't be alone. And I guess in a way, it was comfort. Even though I was in a position in which I didn't want to be around anyone. I just want to feel bad. Let me feel bad. Let me be alone. You're never going to be alone. In the stories I posted a while ago about the graveyard, I remember talking about not ever truly being alone. Even in a place of solitude, in a place of rest, there will be others all around you. And there are sometimes people visiting grave sites, and it's just the same theme that, you know, you're never truly alone. And and I think that's a good thing. I think if I were to have my way and I were to truly and finally be alone, it wouldn't benefit me. It would be very self-destructive if I were to push everybody away, because that's bad. Not having people around you is bad. But I think also just in general of having people pass by you and having a simple head nod or a hello or a how are you, it means a lot more than I give it the credit of meaning. Because they're strangers, but there's a social awareness that everyone has to look out for one another. And I think that's also a kind of a big thing in American culture rather than in what I'm used to, European culture. Because in European culture, at least in Romanian culture, it's kind of like things go unsaid. Things, kind of slip under the rug and you don't talk about it. And if someone passes by, you keep to yourself because you don't want to disturb another person. But with an American culture, I think it's quite nice. I know I've seen people complain about it. They're like, oh, I hate when people talk to me all the time. I hate when, strangers like fucking come up to you and shit. And it's like, I understand to an extent, when it's like, when you're literally in a position in which you absolutely do not want to speak to anyone and you just kind of have to deal with it. Like, yeah, it sucks. But at the same time, it's nice knowing that there are people who are open to you and open to having, maybe not a conversation, but open to saying hello to somebody they don't know. Knowing that there are people with that kindness out there that want to say hello. How are you? Good morning. Good evening, It's nice. Even though I didn't exactly speak to the people that were outside, even though I kind of fumbled and I avoided eye contact and I did nothing but flash a smile, I think it's still enough to mean something. Maybe not something significant, but something. Technically I was a part of someone's day. Hey, there's this little awkward girl that just walked through the fucking neighborhood and she didn't do anything but smile at me. What a fucking weirdo. I don't know. It's interesting. I guess, I don't know. I don't know if there's supposed to be a true meaning to what I'm telling you or to what I'm saying in general, but it was a nice walk. I enjoyed my walk a lot. I don't like feeling bad because when I feel bad, I feel really bad. But I think having a place to go and to walk and to want to be alone, but not truly be alone, is sort of a blessing in disguise. And I don't mind it as much as I like to convince myself I do. Because there are nice people around me, whether I know them or not. They could be the fucking root of all evil and I might not know it. But in that moment, they were nice. And I think that means a lot more than I believe it does. So, yeah. I got teeth. I got a tooth again. Isn't that fun? But yeah. I guess that's what I wanted to talk about. I had a nice walk. I think other people should go on walks, especially when they feel bad. You can feel really bad in the moment and then go outside, go on a walk. You won't be fixed. That's for sure. I'm not fixed. I'm going to feel same thing next week. Same thing tomorrow. Same thing on the weekend. It is what it is. But the walk was nice. It was a nice part of my day. I enjoyed myself. And I think you should enjoy yourself too. Not for any particular rhyme or reason. Even if you're already feeling good that way, or that day. Why not? It's just something nice to do.